The tragic end so ended the man who was once the brightest mind of his generation, not in glory, but in darkness, not defeated by armies, but by desire disguised as love, not conquered by external enemies, but by internal enemies, not destroyed by war, but by lust, not ruined by lack of wisdom, but by lack of self-control. The wisest king in history, slowly devoured by his most elegant lust, the man who could solve any problem, unable to solve the problem of his own heart, the judge who could discern between good and evil, unable to discern between his own desires and God's will. The eternal warning his fall teaches us that knowledge without self-control is like a sword without a handle. It cuts the one who wields it. Wisdom without character is like a house without foundations. It collapses when storms come. Intelligence without integrity is like an uncontrolled fire. It consumes everything in its path, because in the end it doesn't matter how much you know. It doesn't matter how wise you are. It doesn't matter how much power you have. It doesn't matter how much wealth you possess. It doesn't matter how much glory you achieve. If your heart is divided, you will fall. If your character is compromised, you will fail. If your integrity is fragmented, you will destroy yourself. And the fall will be all the more tragic the higher you have climbed. All the more painful the more blessed you have been. All the more devastating the more potential you have had. This is Solomon's story, the wisest man who ever lived, and the most powerful reminder that wisdom without character is the most dangerous form of ignorance. Knowledge without obedience is the most destructive education. Intelligence without integrity is the most dangerous intelligence, because you can gain the whole world and lose your soul. You can conquer all nations and be conquered by your own nature. You can build temples to God and altars to idols. You can write about wisdom and live like a fool. That is the wise man's downfall. And that is the warning that echoes through the centuries. Guard your heart, for from it flows life. And if you don't guard it, even the greatest wisdom will become the most tragic foolishness.